So hello all, and this is me Sandra KS. In this video, let me read you A Wedding in Russia by Sudha Murty. This is the book How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. It is 10th chapter, page number 75. So if you want to, just go, just keep your hand as I read, you can do so. And let's get started. A wedding is a great event in everyone's life. In India, it is done with a great deal of ceremony. In our films, a large number of stories are based on weddings. If you look at Indian history, you will see many wars have been fought for the sake of a marriage. People have always spent a lot of money and effort on these. In the olden days, the wedding celebration used to carry on for a week. Later, it came down to 3 days, then 2 days, and now it is for a day. The amount of money spent sometimes constitutes the entire life saving of a person. At times, people take a huge loans for the celebration that they have to go on repaying throughout their lives. In my experience, whenever I have talked to bonded laborers, I have found that majority of them have got into the state because of the wedding expenses they had incurred. In a marriage, the couple and the parents are worried about various things. Is she looking pretty? Are the guests being looked after? Will he keep her happy? People like you and me are worried about the wedding lunch. It is an occasion where young boys get to meet young girls, old people talk about their ailments, and women exhibit their finest jewelry and silk saris. Recently, I was in Moscow, Russia. Moscow city has many war memorials. Russia has won 3 wars in its history, which which is a source of pride for them. They have been war memorials and erected many statues of the generals who were responsible for the victories. The first war was between that Peter the Great and Sweden. The second was between I could not read this. It is TSAR Alexander I and Napoleon of France. The third one was against Hitler in World War II in 1945. There is a huge park in Moscow known as a Peace Park. In the middle of this Peace Park, there is a monument. There is a pillar, and on the pillar, the different battles fought by Russia have been mentioned along with dates and places. The park has beautiful fountains. In the summer, flowers of many colors bloom, and the place is a feast for the eyes. In the night, in the night, it is decorated with lights. Every Russian is proud of this park, and it is a spot visited by all tourists. The day I went to the park was a Sunday. It was drizzling and cold. Though it was a summer, I was standing under an umbrella and enjoying the beauty. Suddenly, my eyes fell on a young couple. It was apparent that they had just got married. The girl was in her mid-twenties, slim, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was very beautiful. The boy was almost the same age and very handsome. He was in a military uniform. The bride was wearing a white satin dress decorated with pearl and pretty laces. It was very long, so two young girls were standing behind her, holding up the ends of the ground so it wouldn't be dirtied. One young boy was holding an umbrella over their heads so that the couple would not get drenched. The girl was holding a bouquet, and the two were standing with their arms linked. It was a beautiful sight. I started wondering why they had to come to this park in this rain soon after getting married. They could have surely gone to a merrier place. I watched as they walked together to the dais near the memorial, kept the bon- kept the banquet, bowed their heads in silence, and slowly walked back. By now, I was very curious to know what was going on. I could not ask the couple because they probably could not speak English and I didn't know the Russian language. There was an old man standing with them. He looked at me, my sari, and asked, "Are you an Indian?" I replied, "Yes, I am an Indian. I have seen Raj Kapoor's movies. They were great. Raj Kapoor had visited Russia. I know one Hindi song, Mine Hawa Rahul. So sorry if I didn't read that Hindi phrase. Hindi. Okay, so that phrase correctly. Do you know Moscow city has statues of three great Indians? Who are they? Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, and Indira Gandhi. Since we were chatting quite amicably now, I decided to use the opportunity to ask some questions. How come you know English? Oh, I have worked abroad. Will you tell me why that young couple visited the war memorial on their wedding day? Oh, that is the custom in Russia. The wedding takes place normally on a Saturday or a Sunday, irrespective of the season. After signing their register at the marriage office, marriage couples must visit the important national monuments nearby. Everybody in this country has to serve in the military for a couple of years at least. Regardless of his position, he must wear his service uniform for this wedding. Why is that? That this is a mark of gratitude. Our forefathers have given their lives in the various wars Russia has fought. Some of them we won and some we lost, but their sacrifice was always for the country. The newly married couple needs to remember they are living in a peaceful, independent Russia because of their ancestors' sacrifices. They must ask for their blessings. Love for the country is more important than wedding celebrations. We elders insist on continuing with this tradition, whether it be in Moscow, St. Petersburg, or any other part of Russia. On the wedding day, they have to visit to the nearest war memorial. This set me wondering about what we teach our children. Do we tell them about the sacrifices of the 1857 War of Independence? Do we talk about the 1942 Quit India movement? Or ask newlyweds to visit the Andaman Cellular Jail where thousands lived in solitude and were sent to the gallows? We remember Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Shivaji, Rana Pratap, Lakshmi Bai, who gave their lives to save our country. These men and women never lived to see an independent India. But do we have the courtesy to remember them on the most important day of our lives? We are busy shopping for saris, buying jewelry, and preparing elaborate menu and partying in discos. My eyes filled with tears at the thought, and I wish we could learn a lesson from the Russians. And that's it. This is the end of the story, and I have a couple of stories coming up. The next story is Amma, what is your duty? So this is the 11th chapter, so I'll be reading it. I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea. So this is the end of the story. We came to the end of the story. Please in the comment box below put the feedbacks, and if you want to do any feedbacks, please put it in. And yes, I am the loudest I can. because I get some comments that, some feedbacks, but I'm not saying that, I really love reading your comments, be it even, you know or not a good comment or not a good about me, but I really love it, because that is when I realize where I get, you know where I need to change myself. So that's it. Thanks for the ones who have commented me. It might be a good thing or a bad thing, and I am definitely trying to improve whatever I am in, only with your comments and some people's advice. So always advise me and put them in the comment box below how it might be and how good it might be. And so just put it in the comment box below how it might be and if it is good or not. Just put it, and did you like the story or not? Did you like this? And that's it, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And one more thing I want to say is that if you want any particular book, maybe, see, I want some story on Ruskin Ball, I want some stories on Roald Dahl, I want from Enid Blyton. So just ask by author, or anything like a particular story that you want to hear from famous author, or anything that you want to hear. So whatever you're giving it, give it like author and the story, or if you want any story by any author, just put them in the comment box below. I would be happy, 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 really very happy, happy, happy to get that book as the earliest, to just borrow it to someone, or I don't know, to get that book as soon as, or I will definitely try to make it possible, and to get that book and read it for you. So that's it, guys, and thanks for watching. This is Miss Rakaya signing off, and please, 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 please subscribe, like, and share, please, because only if you subscribe, like, and share, and the watch time is increased, my video would be coming, my video will be reaching more users. Only if it reaches more users, many people, many people in the YouTube would get, they will get they will get useful. It will be useful for them, right? They will get utilized by this. So that's it, and I don't want to make it too long. And this is me, Sandra K, signing off. And watch my many videos. I'll be posting my next video on Amma, what is your duty. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot, thanks a lot, thanks a lot. And this is me, Sandra.